now that my crying fest is over, let's continue, right? This. We need this chat, don't we? Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about it. Emotional maturity is the ability to understand and manage one's emotions effectively, express them appropriately, and take responsibility for actions, fostering self-awareness, healthy relationships, and resilience in life's challenges. It involves self-regulation, empathy, accountability, and flexibility to adapt to different situations and learn from experiences rather than repression or lashing out. Well, that's a lot, huh? Okay, so emotional maturity is essentially dealing with emotions. Okay, so why the fuck am I bringing this up on this channel, right? Because if you look at the most polarizing issues right now, in America specifically, you will find that the biggest issues are what are called emotionally charged issues. So emotions are actually a huge part of politics, and they're a huge part of life. Whether a man tells you he has none or not, he does. We're going to talk about where we need it, who we need it from, when we need it. Oh, I did when. Twice. Get rid of that. Excuse me, I burped. Okay, so what is emotional maturity? Well, we just answered that. It is basically dealing with your emotions. And emotionally charged circumstances happen all the time, so it's good to know what emotional maturity is. Okay, when do we need it? We need it all the time. We can let our guard down, right, with people we trust. But when we're out in public and we're interacting with our community, we should have the knowledge of emotions to have maturity around other people. And that's really lacking in most people I'm seeing online. I'm not singling one person out. I have been so immature in the past. But this is what we could all use a little more of online. Am I right or am I right? Praise be. Who needs it? Well, again, everyone needs it. And I am positive there are so many people watching this right now and saying, don't I know? Everybody else there needs to work on their maturity. You know who else needs to work on maturity? You, motherfucker. You. Stop worrying about everybody else. Worry about you. Personal responsibility says that it's your responsibility, okay? So everyone, and you included, and everyone needs emotional maturity. Where do you need it? Around others, okay? Because sometimes others make you feel a little emotionally charged. That is another term for a trigger. Boom, 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 boom. When we get triggered, oh, that's not even how you spell triggered. I think there's two G's. Triggered, and then a D-E. Chat, how do you spell that? Tell me how you spell it. Anyways, when we get triggered, we get extra emotional, and we want to build up and express those emotions really, really badly when we feel triggered, okay? So where do we need it? Around others for sure, and on our own, and with family. Lily. Okay, chat, this one's a hard one, right? With our family, we let out our actual true feelings when we're with our family. But you know who deserves the most maturity? Is all of us. This should not be just for others. It should also include you, again. So everybody needs it. You get what I'm saying? And why do we need it? Well, without it, we have emotionally charged issues. And when we have emotionally charged issues, we get triggered. And when we get triggered, we become, what is that again? Angry. But what is anger again? Well, anger is sadness. Emotional immaturity would cause sadness. But why is that? That is because we cannot decipher what our emotions actually are. We can get really triggered, really angry by certain things, but we can actually not be aware of why, of where that's coming from. And when we don't know why we get anger and why we are actually sad, then we start to become flustered and we start to not think very straight. So I don't want immaturity to happen because honestly, it's just more sadness for everybody. And I don't know about you, but I don't enjoy being sad 24/7. And my guess is you really didn't like seeing me sad, right? Seeing someone cry instantly makes most of you uncomfortable. It doesn't make me uncomfortable because I'm used to crying, okay? I am kind of an expert. All right, let's talk about it. What happens when you deal with your emotions? Well, it equals self-regulation. Let's underline that. Self-regulation. Now, self-regulation is just becoming angry or upset or scared, and then noticing. Let's see, a finger up. And then focusing on fixing that, dealing with the emotion, recognizing what emotion it is. You can try and practice this. Let's say you get angry, and then you stop for a second and you go inward and you go, oh, I'm really just sad. You know what that does? That helps you expend a little less energy. This means that you have less negative energy and that you can use it more wisely. Now, the opposite of self-regulation is emotional exhaustion. Thus, all that energy is drained all the way down and it becomes a puddle on the ground. Look at all that energy. And this way of living is, that's right, I said it, wasteful. This is wasteful. You have all of this emotional maturity to give other people in society and to help others with and to try and understand them and make a better world. And what do you do instead? You do not look inward. You do not fix your sadness. And then you spend all this energy arguing day in and day out. And all it becomes is a puddle of mess on the floor. So we're going to fix it. We are not going to waste our energy and become exhausted because we are not self-regulating. We are instead going to deal with our problems. And we're not going to blame it on other people, okay? And we are not going to yell at others. We are going to deal with our emotions because it is our responsibility to deal with our emotions and not become angry that we start to hate. Because hatred begets hatred begets hatred. And we're not doing that here. We're going to regulate and we're going to work on ourselves because that's the first step to understanding politics. You have to understand people, and to understand people, you have to understand yourself. That's it.